Hey y'all, Jim Pankey here. I wanted to tell you a little story and tell you about this banjo that I'm holding. 1981, 82, just out of high school and was ready for a better banjo. Dad and Mom always told me, you get to a certain point, then we'll get you a good banjo. You know, we'll buy you Gibson Mastertone. We'll buy you whatever. And so we started looking. And we went all over the place looking for all kind of different instruments. And I knew of a store I had heard of in Chattanooga, Blaylock Music. And they had Stelling banjos. So I went up and played one. And it was a good banjo. But it wasn't the banjo. It wasn't the one that I wanted. It didn't really move me. It didn't speak to me. It just didn't feel right, or something. I don't know what it was. But so I asked Clyde, the owner, Blaylock, you got anything else? And he says, well, I've got this one that I've been playing. And he went and got this banjo, and it's a beauty. All right, check it out. It's really neat. It's gold and engraved. I mean, it's got beautiful work, and I played it, and it's like, wow, this banjo is awesome. And Clyde was like, well, you know, that's the banjo that I've been playing and I plan to keep. Well, would you sell it to me? And so he priced it, and we didn't buy it right that moment, and because just didn't have the money to do it at that point. We were just kind of shopping. So we went down the road a little ways, stopped at a payphone. I called Clyde and said, hey, if I bring you a deposit, it was $500 deposit. If I bring you $500, will you hold it until I can get you the rest of the money? And so he was like, well, sure, just come on back. And so we turned around and went back to Clyde and gave him the deposit for the banjo. And his wife, Sue, she took an index card and wrote my name and the deposit that I had given and the balance that I owed. And then the next thing I know, you know, they put the banjo in the case, and Clyde hands me the case and says, just take it with you and pay on it when you can. And I was just blown away. They didn't really know me, they didn't know us, but I guess they trusted that we would pay for the banjo, and we did in a short amount of time. And it's an amazing instrument. This particular banjo belonged to Ralph Stanley. It's got his name on the armrest, and he used it on his recording Down Where the River Bends, and it's just a fun banjo to play. And I've had this banjo since I think January of 1982. So I had this banjo longer than Ralph had it, and it really does feel like home when I play it. This was my primary instrument for years and years, and folks around where I live, they know me, they know this banjo, and you know, it's just, they expect to see me with it, and it's just a cool piece. Well, you know, banjos need setting up occasionally, need tweaking, and I thought it would be fun to ride up to Afton, Virginia, and see Geoff Stelling and let him go over the banjo. We put a new bridge on it, and I let him, you know, make sure everything was okay. We adjusted the action, just let him check it out, and basically let the banjo visit its birthplace in a lot of ways, or at least got to see the guy that built it. So here it is. And so hang on, I'm going to show y'all a couple video clips from me and Geoff Stelling together at his shop, and just enjoy. All right.
Banjos were made for singing.
Really? I mean, that's just...
They said it was made out of banjo tone rings. But it's all brass, I guess.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I love the sound of a banjo and A.
Yeah.
Real crispy.
Yeah. That's probably why. I've heard it, but I don't guess I ever played it.
It's a cool tune because it's got that little back step in it.
Yeah.
Typical Ralph Stanley song.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, y'all, if you like this sort of thing, please hit the like button. Maybe leave a comment. If you want to know when I'm posting these videos, get a notification, hit subscribe and ring that bell. You'll get a notification. All right, folks.